exquisite eyes, golden as the sands of the Kalim.
And you've a...
Wait! Bows down! Gods above! We took you for a goblin! Get up here! I want that gate sealed before they arrive. And we need to talk! Gods above, you're alive. A little light, just as the day seems darkest. I'd given you up for dead at the Goblin camp. I'm damn glad to be wrong. But what happened? We've seen them massing in the woods. Truly? Hells, I didn't expect it. We were almost ready to leave. Well, there's nothing for it now. A fight it will have to be. We threw them back once. If you're with us, perhaps we can do it again. I suspect we'll need it before the day is done. The fact is, we cannot withstand a siege. If it's to be a battle, sooner is better than later. We need to ready ourselves and goad this Drow into attacking. We'll blow the horn to draw them in, and pray our fire arrows strike true. Good. She's expecting to find us weak and desperate. And she's not wrong. But she'll find you waiting too. See to your preparations and then sound the horn. Let's have this done.
Imagine what they do to us, given half the chance.
The goblins, do they fight well?
That's not the same. I was terrified the whole time.
Sounds exactly the same.
Some of us have more of that than others. I'll just be glad to live out the day.
Don't spare the fire arrows. Let's see if goblins are prettier with a coat of burning oil on.
Remember, get down to the cave as soon as you hear the horn.
What happens if they attack before we get the signal?
Won't pretend I expected to see you back again. Bloody glad, mind. People are scared. Zevlor's doing what he can, but... well, seeing you on the walls might put the steel in their spines. Mine too.
You're back. Nice to see a familiar face. I wish I had better, but this is all I have. May Timora's luck twist your way.
Admiring my beautiful barricades? Might not be pretty, but they'll stop a charging warg, probably.
Came back to join our heroic last stand? Doesn't look like any of us are going to make it to Baldur's Gate.
Johnny! It's time to come back now! Johnny!
Please, have you seen Donnie anywhere? Young boy, doesn't talk. We need to get him into the cave before the goblins come. The kids found a hidden cave. We're going to hide them there. But we can't seal it up until we find Donnie. I appreciate it. He's the one who showed us the cave to begin with. We won't seal it up until he's safe with the rest.
She just means you're our last hope, Roland.
Good to see a familiar face. I have the strangest feeling every time you pass by. Like you're meant to be here.
The adventurer sleeps soundly, his breath steady, his wounds expertly bandaged.
Look at this place. Like a pen of hogs waiting for the butcher's knife. We need to act.
Quiet! Some of the children might hear you.
Oh, perish the thought they overhear a little honesty once in their short lives.
Another word and it won't be the goblins you have to worry about.
Enough! Both of you! That's to say, me at the front while the others stay back and do as I say?
Shut it just for once, you insufferable oafish!
Stop it! Listen to someone else for once!
There you go, Roland. The glory of dying first is all yours. Happy?
Exceedingly happy. But I won't be dying.
That's as close to an agreement as we're likely to get. Let's keep it that way. Let's just stick to the plan, now that we have one. Agreed?
Agreed.
Roland? Fine, fine. Agreed.
Let's just stick to the plan, now that we have one. Agreed?
Agreed.
Roland? Fine, fine. Agreed.
Go away! There's nothing in here for you! For any of you! I said go away! You people have endangered this sacred place long enough! This door is staying closed until you're gone, one way or another! We've been more than generous already! We have to take care of the Grove's future! Move away! Then this sacred grove could be a comfort to them in their final moments. But this door is staying closed. Now leave! This door is staying shut! Just be sensible and leave!
Thanks for finding Donnie. Knowing the children are safe makes all this a little easier.
I'm gonna kill 5 goblins. So, I can take 10. Then I'll take 100.
You can hide in here if you like. No one's getting past us.
You should be manning the wall. I wanted to, but Asherak says I'm needed here.
Need anything before the fighting starts? No tricks this time, promise? You think my sister and I will last long in the city with no money? It's your job to make sure we get that far. So why don't you go take care of that? Good luck out there.
Can you two help? Anything you don't pack is getting left behind.
We can always get more stuff later.
Yes? I'm pretty certain if I stop for too long, they will actually eat me.
Gonna rob your friends when you're hungry. No way.
I'm better, I think. Song's coming along. Thanks to you. Live through the day and you might even get to hear the finished thing. Just be safe up there.
The Harpy Killer! Are you here to save us? Like Baldur saved the city? From the lady's story. He saved Baldur's Gate and became a hero. Shh! She's getting to the good part.
And over the horizon, they saw a ship, like some great beast bursting from the waves. The Wandering Eye, the jewel of Balduran's fleet. So named because... well, because Balduran traveled far, and
some dumb fairy tale is all we have left.
But he had finally come home to save the city he loved. He drove the raiders away and raised a wall to protect his people. And so they named the city to honor him. Balduran's Baldur's Gate.
Don't worry. Mattis says the goblins can't get inside if we're quiet.
You can leave your valuables with me, if you like. Goblins strip the dead down to the last stitch, so I hear. Prefer lies, do you? See you later, then.
The Wandering Eye.
I don't want to fight goblins. You can't make me.
Go to the barricades. I can hold this place if a few goblins slip through.
There's barely any rations left.
Why?
We'll make it last.
You'd just be in the way.
We always do.
First, I suppose.
I'm in the way
I
down
can't
here.
thin the broth much more than this. Nonsense.
I can't believe they just left.
Leave it, son.
No. Our so-called kin fled the moment their tails were in danger.
Icaron, we're in for a hell of a fight. Focus on the matters at hand, not the ones you can't fix.
We might die because a bunch of traitors cared more about saving their hides than they did about us.
Enough! I will knock both of your heads together unless you cut it out.
Mother!
Not another word. Back to work, all of you. We've a battle to prepare for.
A Shaba pass over. Look what they did to him.
Aye.
They're cowards.
Goblins
Mother.
know a damn sight more
You
about
don't owe
doing
them
harm
anything.
than I do about healing it.
But can you really
did well,
blame
love.
them after
At least we'll
Elturel?
wake up with some friendly faces. We can't
Unless the
run
goblins
forever.
Get in.
I'd rather stand and fight. So many people left. I'm glad someone stuck around.
We were just about prepared for travel rations, not a bloody siege.
Druid grass makes you good and strong. Told you to get out while you could, didn't I? Should have taken my own bloody advice.
A Shaba pass over. Look what they did to him.
Aye.
First druids, and now goblins. Lady Doom really has it out for us, doesn't she?
You did well, love. At least he'll wake up with some friends.
We can talk after this is over, if we're alive.
Get in.
This place is cursed.
I pray Arabella is safe with the other kids. Knowing her, she's fashioned a weapon out of a rock and some string.
They're not getting in. Keep calm now.
I wish I could help on the walls, but I wasn't
a soldier, really. Just a trumped-up guard. I can't. I'm sorry.
Someone decided we were the best suited to see to any wounded. Better all round if you keep everyone in one piece up there. Trust me.
I can't hear.
Get to the walls. Beat the goblins back. Trust me, it's an easier job than this.
Wyll, do you believe in love at first sight?
I hardly believe in love at all.
Oh.
But I do believe in carnal pleasure.
Oh.
You might be afraid of your own shadow, but some of us...
Well, are you ready? Are we?
Sound the horn, then. From what little I've learned of goblins, they won't resist an invitation like that.
This is it. Everything turns on this.
Get that damn gate closed! I know that you are all afraid, but I also know that you have been fighting your whole lives. We have never been handed the easy choices or the gentle paths, and this is no different. These creatures would take our lives, our children, our future, and we must resist!
A splinter of ice works its way into your mind.
A pretty speech.
It almost brings a tear to my eye.
Now slit his throat and open that gate. The Absolute wants all of them dead.
You cower behind a doomed god when the Absolute promised you such power? You will die here, and your god will die with you.
Ignis!
Inveniam viam!
Tormento! That's the last of them. Timora, smile on me. They're dead. We did it! Watching gods, you did it!
They name us outcasts, hellspawn, foul blood. But the blood of those who fell today ran as pure as any heroes. So I call us by another name. We are survivors. We are family. The road to Baldur's Gate is a long one yet, but you have earned every stride so far. Make your preparations. We leave as soon as we're able.
You. I don't know if you were sent here by gods, or fate, or sheer bloody luck. I don't care. You were a friend when we needed it. And we won't forget that. Should you ever need it, you have family in Baldur's Gate.
But we need not speak of departures just yet. We have time. The road is clear. And I, for one, could use a bloody drink. We'll join your camp tonight, if you'll have us. By all the watching gods, that's Halsin.
Grab your bags. We're moving.
When I heard they had a drow, gods, but I can't believe we did it. You did it.
The goblins look so small. Hard to believe I was ever afraid of them.
We survived. Who would have thought? Should have taken that bet, my friend. I'd owe you big once we got to Baldur's Gate.
I'm glad you came through it alive. We owe you more than we can repay.
You saved us. I wasn't sure we'd make it through.
You were stupid to come back. But I'm glad you did.
I'm your Lummox.
Yes, you are.
I'm glad you didn't die. No discounts once I'm running the wider Baldur's Gate, mind.
If there's fighting, you run, and you do not stop. For anything.
Mattis says we should say thank you.
Don't know why everyone's cheering. We're just going back on the road.
We're not in the clear yet. Keep sharp until we're standing on cobbles in Baldur's Gate. Sharp as a razor.
Gods, it seems we might actually make it to the city now. Hope the neighbors are a bit more welcoming.
If we get separated or need to break camp fast, remember, find the river and follow it downstream.
It's time, everyone. Let's go.
We did it.
We made it somehow. Now we just need to get to Baldur's Gate.
I'll kiss you when you've stopped bleeding, you lummox.
I'm your lummox.
Still alive. Still alive. Thank you.
Better be sure.
What do you think of opening a cart in Baldur's
Remember,
Gate?
stay near the center of the group, all right? No wandering off.
Like on the street.
Exactly. Noble types won't want a tiefling cooking for them.
Eilistraee didn't want us. And those druids sure as hell didn't either. But you risked your life for us.
I left my sword in the cave. Don't tell, but I don't want to touch it again.
Bah! At your age, I'd already spilled my own cousin's blood. Face your fear, or it will devour you.
Carrying it yourself.
If there's fighting, you run.
You think we'll stay in
and do not
Baldur's Gate
stop.
long?
For anything.
Of course. It's a big city. Lots of opportunity.
But El Terrell.
Don't let that...
It smells bad out here. I want to go home.
Give me a kiss.
There we go, boy. Now, back to back.
I'll kiss you when you've stopped bleeding, you lummox.
You saved us, just like Baldy Ron.
Now,
We're not
stop
in the clear yet.
squirming.
Keep sharp until we're standing on cobbles in Baldur's Gate. I told you I wasn't afraid. Those goblins look tiny.
If we get separated or need to break camp fast, remember, find the river and follow it downstream.
All of our taking stash.
Do you need help, Icaron?
That's it. We can head to the city. Don't know about you, but I'm ready to start my life again.
I won't. I'm not 10 anymore.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Raiding, hunting, the Absolute's will. God, everything, the future. Menzo Baronzon.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
And follow it downstream.
I guess things are already better. I've learnt a lot.
There we go, boy.
We didn't die today. Tomorrow, perhaps, but not today. Thanks to you.
One sorrow ended, the next soon to begin. Give me a kiss.
Hold still. I'll kiss you when you've stopped bleeding, you lump.
Baldur's Gate, we're coming.
Yes, you are.
Stay near the center
Now,
of the
stop
group, all right?
squirming.
No wandering off.
Do you need help, Ikaron?
We couldn't have held them back on our own. Thank you.
Don't be breaking your back before we get to Baldur's Gate.
I won't. I'm not 10 anymore.
Back to worrying about road rations it is. So many mouths to feed, but... Well, that's not a bad problem to have. Thank you, truly.
All that fuss and for what? I barely call that a fight.
Glad to see some goblin blood spilled for a change. Was sick of running from those rats.
What do you think of opening a cart in Baldur's Gate?
A cart?
The road to Baldur's Gate will be easy compared to that. Thanks. For keeping these people safe. For keeping us safe.
Cart sounds fine, but do I have to haul it around?
Until we make the coin for a proper ox, maybe.
By the trees. I don't know what I dreaded more. The goblins or being stuck here with Korga for the rest of my days. But you've solved both those problems in one go. As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree. Of course. May you keep balance.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
An error, most grave master. I beg your grace.
Grace is bestowed by nature, not me. You will stay as a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, the natural order of things. It is up to you to prove the lessons have been learned once more.
So as you say. And so it is done, master.
She shows great insolence. But time will humble her. And the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. Rest, heal, celebrate if you wish, mourn if you must. Come morning, we shall discuss delivering you from your parasite. Enjoy the respite. Come morning, we have matters to discuss. Soon. First, I must set matters to rights in the Grove. And you should celebrate your victory. After being dormant for so long, your infection is unlikely to produce new symptoms spontaneously. Tomorrow morning, we shall discuss what is to come.
This is only the beginning. An army soon crosses the coast. With Halcyon back, at least the Grove might stand a chance. And we've you to thank.
You imperiled the Grove. I'm surprised you dare show your face.
Maybe if I just close my eyes.
I'm tempted to leave with the rest of you, but I can't abandon my home.
Imperil the Grove. I'm surprised you dare show your face.
I'm not singing your praises. You and the tieflings brought violence to this place. It wasn't our fight. You dragged us into it.
I'm holding my breath for a 10-day.
You saved a holy place from desecration. Thank you.
I didn't think we'd survive the goblins. I kept imagining the screams, the blood.
So much anger. We have to let it go.
After everything that's happened, you still fought beside us. I don't know if we deserved your help, but I'm glad we got it.
We'll die the next time we throw open our doors.
Goblins at our gates, in our home. Sylvanas, mercy.
I wasn't sure about you at first. Thought you might be trouble. I was very wrong.
You've done it. You brought Wholesome back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. As am I. The grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
You're starting to feel like my personal bodyguard. I wish you were.
I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred grove has sheltered you enough. The dignity of the grove comes first. It cannot be tended to if its custodians are dead. Besides, you survived. I'll not apologize for my actions. I assure you, the feeling is mutual.
Take it one step at a time.
I was certain your parasite had taken hold. I'm glad I was wrong. Thank you for saving Master Halsin. For saving my home. For everything. And bloody hells, did we need it. But here, to mend any hurts. By Sylvanas, I just want my bed.
A beautiful glaive. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach?
Goblins at our gates. You spared us a nightmare.
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way.
Yes, my friend? I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halsin had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you? That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet God! I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
All 3 leaders dead. A magnificent showing. The bards will carry your praises across Faerun, hell, across all of Toril. And I'll be leading the songs. The Drow took Mizora, so we push forward till we find her. If we're lucky, someone can pluck out these brain bugs on the way. Lae'zel's people might get it done. Gods know she sounds sure of it.
As you approach the camp, you hear the sound of a celebration in full swing.
I hope you'll pardon them. They meant to wait for you. But it's been some time since they've had cause to celebrate. I'm glad to see they haven't forgotten how. Will you join them? I suppose we could at that. I came out here to think. Plan out our next steps. But you're right. The road will still be there in the morning. Come then. I hope you will forgive the pageantry, a custom we developed in Avernus. The sky there is utterly black. We took to filling it with stars of our own, to think of better nights in brighter places. Nights such as this one, with a light for every life you've saved. Oh, yes. Volo also wished to show his appreciation.
The glimmering glow of victory's light, like stones in Shah's black skirt of night, casts shrines to which we all might pray. Our terror has been chased away. Say you've wept and begged and fled. A viper's nest, your only bed. You dream of when your babes might say, our terror has been chased away. A band of strangers, strange and banded, arms to arms and sword in handed, did neither trust nor peace betray. Our terror has been chased away. This band, these strangers, stood and fought, and with their blood our futures bought, that we might live to see bright day. Our terror has been chased away. Our terror, yes, our pain and longing, gone, replaced with sweet belonging. And now a path by God's away. Our terror has been chased away. What secret in a hero's heart unlocks great valor's stellar start? A gift that gives us leave to say, our terror has been chased away. We raise our glasses, hearts and souls, our very lives to those we owe. For though they could have left the fray, their honor was not chased away.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here, I hate it. This is awful. Enjoy myself. There's a worm in my brain, hunters on my trail, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar. By all means, go and enjoy yourself. I'll be here, waiting for the sunrise.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Roland can finally have his own sock drawer. Folded. Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us both you've turned your back on me so often. Vlaakith demands of me no less. If only you'd earned the right to lay at my side. Come morning, you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
What are you going to do in the city?
Oh, there's always work for a guard. You?
I've always wanted to sing at the Elf Song Tavern.
If the owner has any sense, they'll hire you on the spot.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
Not like you needed it.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship? Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Look at them. How happy they are. We did that. Yeah. Don't tell Roland, but his magic show might be the highlight. He's been doing them since we were little. He'll make it big in Baldur's Gate. I know it.
Tried them all with a thunderwave.
But that's not what happened.
Live a little. I need to dance.
No. No, I need to lie down.
There's nothing more satisfying than a well-organized...
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip. I don't know what that means.
Have another drink, and you'll know exactly what I mean. Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Oh, make a dragon!
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. Watching a bunch of old folks get dumber by the dramful. And when they run dry, I've got a few bottles tucked away to keep things flowing. For a price, of course.
Maybe we should forget.
Thank you. There's that confidence I like. I thank you for seeking me out. Amidst all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to make merry, just the two of us. Merely to share a glass of wine, I suppose. To toast to victory, and to offer you an invitation. I know there are many things about me that remain shrouded in mystery.
You've been very patient with me. I appreciate that. You've given me powerful magic to consume when I needed it most. The time has come to paint you the true picture. I can only hope my tale will live up to your expectations. Tonight, of course, we celebrate. I won't keep you any longer. Tomorrow night, though, you're in for quite the bedtime story.
There she is, the woman herself. Let us raise a glass to freedom from tyranny. May we hew a clear path for the downtrodden to travel. To you, a legend in the making. And of course, to us. May our bond only grow stronger. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were reading my mind. Meet you at your bunk when you're ready. I trust I won't have to wait long.
Find you on the spot.
Try not to get too close, Cal.
Yes. Remember what happened last time?
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. I saw you with Wyll. You two looked cozy. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still be running a little hot after everything. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Tieflings. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? I won't keep you long. I gather you've already made plans with someone for your evening. There. Some liquid courage. And try to get some rest too if you can. Tomorrow's another day.
Maybe we should forget the city. Live out here, under the stars.
It's a bed and a roof for me. But off you go, Master Ranger.
Aha, there you are. Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. Why, you're naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel, your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all. Far too much? This is the very problem. If you could set aside your many triumphs, carry out one defining act, not to belittle your achievements to date, of course, but besting a dragon, a giant, a god, perhaps? I must deliberate. Go, enjoy your evening. I shall have work for you in the days to come.
More satisfying than a well-organized wardrobe.
This party's a bit more bearable, thanks to that pint.
Your song was coming along. Then things began spinning. Worry not. I shall return to it at first light.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
We should go down.
Cheers to a night we won't remember.
It's all dark and muddy.
Private, too.
An adoring crowd, fine wine. I dare say this place is almost civilized. Not at all. But perhaps Leah had a point. What is the point in blades and spells if we don't use them? Though we won't need either soon. As Leroican's apprentice, I'll take care of everything.
There's an animal hiding in that shell, I bet. Have another drink, and you'll know exactly what I mean.
Lie down. Then dance.
Do devils even grow turnips? Can't all be souls and flesh of the damned.
To beds and hearths, to dirty pubs and dwarven ale.
Try not to get too close, Cal.
Yes. Remember what happened last time?
What are you going to do in the city?
There's always work for a guard. You?
I've always wanted to sing at the Elf Song Tavern.
If the owner has any sense, they'll hire you on the spot. Go on. The others will kill me if I keep you all to myself.
You're handsome. I am.
Go on, enjoy yourself. But if any of them sleep past noon, they're getting left behind.
recall how I love you very dearly?
Yes.
Are you planning to share the last of that wine?
Try not to get too close, Cal. No.
Yes. Remember what happened last time?
Away and have your fun. I have a myth to make.
I'm a bit lightheaded.
Go on, do your rounds. But if they hand you something purple, don't drink it. I think they got into Ethel's potions.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
Do you mind? I'm very busy. Are you? Well, lucky him. Thank you so much for telling me. Now please do piss off.
Enjoy the night. It seems to me full of opportunities.
We should have had wine more often. More warming than the fire.
Such exquisite torture. Don't keep me waiting. I beg you.
Remember what happened last time?
The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. With whom will you share a bed? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You're still glowing from battle. On my honor, you've never looked more beautiful.
You smell ale and smoke as Wyll leans in. His lips are but inches from yours.
May I?
An ache grips your head. You see a flash, bronze hair, pale skin, and it is gone.
Pardon, just a bit woozy. Now, where were we?
When the image comes, the pain is sharper than before, like a mind flayer scraping its claws across your skull. This time, you see a full face, a woman, skin pale as the moon, lips impossibly pink. But then, she changes. Pale skin turned to red, horns push through her hair. Her smile cuts through your desire like a blade.
Damn it! Must she ruin everything? I'm sorry. It's not supposed to be this way. Please, show me how.
Wyll has slept next to you. He's still there when your eyes open.
You're more beautiful now, if you can believe it. You flatter me, friend. Surely a mere trick of the light. Yes, but also no. I've no proper word for what you are to me. I've never tasted fruit so tender as yours, but Missoura's eyes will stray only so long. Only a free man can give himself fully. Until my pact is broken, I'm never free. You're a blessing. I hardly deserve you. Come now, let's hurry it up. Legends don't write themselves.
I trust you celebrated most heartily. Curious. I wonder if the tadpole shares in your suffering the morning after. I'm glad to hear it. You'll need fortitude for what's to come. I promise to help you with your infection. There's almost certainly a cure to be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger. Wait. There's more you need to know. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Cleric built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers. Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a path to Moonrise Towers, bypassing the worst of the Shadow Curse. You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the shadow-cursed lands. You may reconsider once you see the effects of the curse for yourself. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. Unfinished business. It seems our fates have aligned. Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Cleric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Indeed. We've quite the journey ahead of us.
I won't forget it. Our night together, I mean. I can still feel your... Well, you know. What's on your mind?
The Drow took Mizora, so we push forward till we find her.
If we're lucky, someone can pluck out these brain bugs on the way. Lae'zel's people might get it done. Gods know she sounds sure of it.
You sure about that? I'm one of a kind. And just when things were warming up.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use? My people are nothing if not resourceful. Fine. What's on your mind? I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with. I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
My friend! How do you fare? My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you. You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend. My friend! How do you fare?
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.